Welcome back to the channel Rare Coins All World, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and the amazing stories behind them. If you're a collector, or even just someone who loves to dig through old change, today's video is one you'll definitely want to watch. We're about to take a close look at a coin that might be sitting in your collection right now or maybe even in your pocket change, the 1999 US dime. You've probably seen it before, but did you know this little 10-cent piece could be worth way more than its face value? That's right, we're talking about a dime that could be worth thousands of dollars. Stick around, because at the end of this video, we'll reveal exactly how much a 1999 dime could be worth today. You don't want to miss this one, so let's jump right in. Before we talk about its value, let's set the stage by looking at some historical context. The 1999 US dime was produced during a time of both prosperity and change in the United States. At the turn of the millennium, the country was enjoying a strong economy, with Bill Clinton serving his second term as president. The 1990s were marked by a boom in technology, a surge in the stock market, and a period of relative peace and stability. In terms of coinage, the 1999 dime wasn't exactly revolutionary. It still carried the same classic design, which had been in place for decades, thanks to the legendary John R. Cynic design. However, even though it seemed like just another dime, there are some special features of the 1999 dime that could make it a rare collector's item. And as you'll see, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. The 1999 US dime follows the classic design that's been in circulation since 1946. Let's break it down. Obverse. Front side. The front of the coin features a portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. This design, created by John R. Cynic, has been on the dime since 1946, shortly after Roosevelt's passing. The portrait captures Roosevelt's dignified profile and is instantly recognizable to anyone who handles U.S. coinage. Reverse. Back side. On the reverse side of the coin, we see a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. The torch represents liberty, the olive branch symbolizes peace, and the oak branch represents strength and unity. These elements together create a timeless image that has appeared on the reverse of the dime for decades. At first glance, the 1999 dime may seem like just another piece of everyday currency. But when we start looking closely at things like mint marks, errors, and condition, things get much more interesting. As with any US coin, the mint mark on the 1999 dime plays a crucial role in identifying where the coin was produced. The US Mint operates several facilities across the country, and each one uses a different mint mark. For the 1999 dime, the two most common mint marks are Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark. The 1999 dimes produced at the Philadelphia Mint do not carry a mint mark. These coins were struck in large numbers and are often the most commonly found in circulation. Denver Mint, D mint mark. The dimes produced at the Denver Mint feature the D mint mark located just below the torch on the reverse. These are also fairly common, but if you're lucky enough to find one in near perfect condition, it can still be valuable. Both mint marks are significant, but what really influences the value of your 1999 dime is its condition and the possibility of minting errors. Now we come to the most important question: what makes the 1999 dime so valuable? The 1999 dime isn't particularly rare in terms of its mintage. Millions of these coins were produced. However, there are a few factors that can make certain 1999 dimes worth far more than their 10-cent face value. These factors include condition. The condition of the coin is critical when it comes to determining value. Coins that have been heavily circulated and show wear and tear will typically only be worth a small premium over face value, usually just a few cents. But if you have a 1999 dime that's in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could be worth much more. Coins that are graded as mint state, MS, meaning they show no signs of wear and still have all of their original details, can be very valuable. A MS 65 or higher grade for a 1999 dime can push its value into the $20 to $50 range, depending on the demand at the time. Minting errors. The real treasure when it comes to rare coins are minting errors. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the production process, and these errors can make a coin extremely valuable. There are several types of errors that collectors love to find in coins. Double die errors. This is one of the most exciting and valuable types of minting errors. It occurs when a coin is struck multiple times by the dies, creating a doubled image on the coin. On a 1999 dime, this could show up as double images in the date, the lettering, or even the portrait of Roosevelt itself. Double die errors are rare and incredibly valuable to collectors. Off-center strikes. An off-center strike occurs when the coin's metal planchet isn't properly aligned when it's struck by the minting press. This results in a coin with the design shifted to one side, creating an off-center appearance. These coins are highly collectible because they are unique and visually striking. Clipped planchet. A clipped planchet happens when the blank metal disc that is struck to make the coin gets accidentally clipped, resulting in a portion of the coin being missing. These coins are rare and incredibly sought after by collectors, especially if the clipping is large and noticeable. Die, cracks and cuts. These are less common but can still make a 1999 dime more valuable. Die cracks occur when the coin die starts to crack, leaving a raised line on the coin. A cut is a raised lump or extra metal on the edge of the coin, which is caused by a break in the die. Proof coins. Proof coins are specially struck for collectors, and they're typically made with a higher level of detail and a mirrored finish. These coins are struck multiple times to ensure sharpness and clarity, and they're often sold in protective packaging to keep them in mint condition. A 1999 proof dime can be worth much more than a regular circulation coin, especially if it's in perfect condition. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for. How much is a 1999 dime worth? Standard circulated 1999 dimes. If your 1999 dime is a regular circulated coin in average condition, it's worth just 10 cents. Or maybe a few cents more if it's in better condition. Uncirculated 1999 dimes. A mint state 1999 dime that has never been in circulation and shows no signs of wear can be worth anywhere from $10 to $50, depending on the grade. Minting errors. Double die, off-center, clipped planchet. If your 1999 dime has a rare minting error, like a double die or off-center strike, the value could increase dramatically. Such coins could be worth anywhere from $100 to several $100s, depending on the error and its severity. Proof coins. A 1999 proof dime is worth $10 to $25 depending on its condition and whether it has been well preserved. Rare and highly valuable errors. And now for the really exciting part. If you happen to have a 1999 dime with a major error and it's in perfect or near perfect condition, your coin could be worth an astonishing $42,000. That's right, a single 1999 dime could be worth $42,000 if you have the right error, a high-grade proof, or a coin that's in pristine condition. It's amazing to think that something as small as a dime could hold so much value, and yet here we are. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a coin that you may have seen in your collection or even in your spare change, the 2001 US dime. At first glance, this might look like just another run-of-the-mill dime, but what if I told you this small coin could be worth far more than just 10 cents? In fact, if you have the right 2001 dime, it could be worth thousands of dollars. In today's video, we're going to explore everything about the 2001 US dime, from its design and history to the factors that can make it more valuable. And don't go anywhere because at the end, we'll reveal just how much the 2001 dime could be worth if you have one in excellent condition or with a rare minting error. So, let's get started. Before we get into the coin's value, let's look back at the year 2001 and the context behind this particular dime. The 2001 US dime was struck during a transitional time in the United States. The year marked the beginning of the new millennium, and the US economy was still experiencing the effects of the dot-com bubble, which had burst just a year before. This was also a time of major change on the global stage, with significant events like the September 11th attacks that year. Amidst all this change, the US Mint continued to produce coins with designs that honored the country's history and its leaders. The 2001 dime is no different, and while it may not have had a drastic design change, it still carries the history of that pivotal moment in time. But the 2001 dime is more than just a piece of history, it's also a coin with a unique story that has the potential to be worth much more than face value. The 2001 dime retains the classic design that has graced the US dime since 1946. Let's take a look at the details. Obverse, front side. The front of the coin features the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Designed by John R. Sinek, Roosevelt's image has appeared on the dime since 1946, just after his passing. The portrait is dignified and well-known, symbolizing the president's legacy in leading the country through the Great Depression and World War II. Reverse, back side. On the reverse side of the coin, we see a torch, olive branch, and oak branch. These symbols stand for liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. The torch represents liberty and freedom, the olive branch stands for peace, and the oak branch symbolizes strength and independence. This reverse design has been in place since 1946 and remains one of the most iconic designs on U.S. coins. While the 2001 dime may not have any major design changes, it's important to note that, like all U.S. coins, its value is influenced not only by its design but by its condition, mint mark, and any errors it may have. One of the most important factors that can influence the value of your 2001 dime is the mint mark. The U.S. Mint has several mint facilities, and each one uses a different mint mark. For the 2001 dime, the two most common mint marks are Philadelphia Mint. No mint mark dimes produced at the Philadelphia Mint don't have a mint mark. These coins are generally the most common and are what you'll most likely encounter in regular circulation. However, if you find a well-preserved 2001 dime from Philadelphia, it could still be worth more than just face value. Denver Mint. D mint mark dimes produced at the Denver Mint have the D mint mark located just below the torch on the reverse side. Dimes from Denver are also fairly common, but certain high-grade or error coins can still bring in some surprising value. San Francisco Mint, S mint mark. In addition to the Philadelphia and Denver mint marks, there are also proof coins minted at the San Francisco Mint, which carry the S mint mark. These coins are specially struck for collectors and often have a higher level of quality, making them more valuable. The key takeaway here is that the mint mark on the 2001 dime helps us understand where it was produced, but it's the condition of the coin and the presence of errors that can really increase its worth. You might be wondering, what exactly makes the 2001 dime valuable? After all, millions of these dimes were struck, so how could one dime be worth much more than another? Well, the value of a 2001 dime depends on several factors. Condition. As with any coin, the condition of the 2001 dime plays a huge role in its value. A well-circulated dime will show signs of wear, scratches, and fading. In contrast, a well-preserved, uncirculated dime with sharp details and no visible wear could be worth much more. Coins that are graded as MS-65 or MS-70, mint state, are highly desirable and can fetch significantly higher prices. Minting errors. This is where things get really interesting. Minting errors are often the key to finding rare and valuable coins. If your 2001 dime has an error or flaw from the minting process, it could be worth much more than face value. Common errors for dimes include double die error. A double die error occurs when the coin is struck twice by the die, resulting in doubled lettering or design elements. If you have a double die error on your 2001 dime, this could significantly increase its value. Off-center strikes. If the coin is misaligned during production and the design is struck off-center, this can create a visually interesting and valuable coin. Clipped planchet. A clipped planchet happens when the metal disc used to make the coin gets clipped by the machinery before being struck. This creates a coin with a portion missing along the edge. Die cracks. These are small cracks that can appear on the die used to strike the coin. These cracks can sometimes appear on the coin itself, and collectors often value coins with die cracks or die chips. Proof coins. Proof coins are special coins minted for collectors. They are struck multiple times to create sharp details and a reflective finish. A 2001 proof dime with the S mint mark is particularly valuable and is highly sought after by collectors, especially if it's in perfect condition. Now, you're probably wondering just how much your 2001 dime could be worth. While most of them are still worth just 10 cents, there are definitely some exceptions. Circulated 2001 dimes. if your 2001 dime is well worn and has been in circulation for a while, it's not likely to be worth much more than face value, about 10 cents. Uncirculated 2001 dimes, a high-quality, uncirculated 2001 dime can be worth more. Depending on its condition, it could be worth anywhere from $2 to $10. Minting errors, double die, off-center, clipped planchet. If you have a minting error coin, such as a double die error or off-center strike, the value can vary greatly. These coins could be worth anywhere from $50 to $200 depending on the rarity of the error and its condition. Proof 2001 dimes, proof coins with the S mint mark are worth more, often in the range of $20 to $50 depending on the condition and whether the coin has been well preserved. Rare errors and high-grade proofs. But here's the exciting part. If you have a rare minting error or an exceptionally high-grade proof coin, your 2001 dime could be worth an astonishing $46,000, yes. You heard it right, a 2001 dime could be worth an incredible $46,000 if you have the right error or high-grade proof. It's amazing to think that something as small as a dime could carry such immense value. So today, we've got something really special for you, the 1991 US dime. It might just be a regular 10-cent piece in your pocket, but did you know this coin could actually be worth much more than you think? That's right. If you have a 1991 dime in the right condition, or if it has the right minting error, it could be worth thousands of dollars. Intrigued? Stick around, because by the end of this video, we'll be revealing exactly how much the 1991 dime could be worth today. So grab a seat, make sure you're subscribed, and let's jump into the incredible story of the 1991 US dime. To understand why the 1991 dime can be worth a fortune, we first need to take a look at the context behind the coin. The 1990s were a time of transition and growth for the United States. In 1991, the country was just starting to emerge from a recession, and the economy was on the mend. Bill Clinton had just been elected president, and the world was on the cusp of the technological revolution that would shape the future. During this time, the U.S. Mint was still producing the same classic designs for coins, and the 1991 dime was no exception. It was struck with the iconic design that has been featured on the dime since 1946, a design that honors the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt. But even though the 1991 dime wasn't created during a particularly revolutionary year, there are still some key factors that can make it extremely valuable to collectors today. Let's talk this coin stand out in the world of rare coins. Let's first take a close look at the design of the 1991 dime. It's important to understand the iconic imagery behind it because that will give you a better sense of its historical significance and what makes it so appealing to collectors. Obverse, front side. The front of the coin features a portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt is depicted in a side profile, and this image was designed by John R. Sinek. Since 1946, Roosevelt has graced the U.S. dime, forever memorializing his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. Reverse, back side. On the reverse side, we find three symbols: a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. These represent liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. The torch stands for liberty, the olive branch symbolizes peace, and the oak branch signifies strength. This reverse design has been in place since 1946 and continues to be a timeless symbol of the country's core values. While the design has remained largely unchanged since its introduction, there are still plenty of unique characteristics of the 1991 dime that collectors look for, especially when it comes to things like mint marks and condition. As with any coin, the mint mark plays an essential role in determining the rarity and value of a coin. The 1991 dime was produced in multiple U.S. Mint facilities, and each facility has its own mint mark. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint produced a large number of the 1991 dimes with no mint mark. These are the most common versions of the coin and are often found in regular circulation. Denver Mint, D mint mark. The Denver Mint produced dimes with the D mint mark, which can be found just below the torch on the reverse side. These coins are also fairly common, but certain high-grade or error coins from this mint can be worth a premium. San Francisco Mint, S mint mark. Though not common in everyday circulation, the San Francisco Mint produced special proof coins with the S mint mark. These coins are struck with a higher level of detail and often have a mirror-like finish. Proof coins from the San Francisco Mint are particularly valuable to collectors, especially if they're in excellent condition. The mint mark gives us an important clue about where the coin was made, but there's another key factor to consider: the condition of the coin and whether it has any minting errors. So, you might be wondering, what makes the 1991 dime worth more than face value? While millions of 1991 dimes were struck, the real value comes from certain factors that make a coin rare or highly desirable to collectors. Condition. The condition of the coin is one of the most important factors. If your 1991 dime has been in circulation for years and shows signs of wear, then it will likely be worth only its face value, 10 cents. However, if you have a well-preserved dime that has never been in circulation, it could be worth far more. Coins that are in mint state, MS, condition are particularly valuable. A coin that is graded as MS 65 or higher can be worth significantly more than a dime that's been through years of use. Minting errors. The real treasure in the world of coin collecting often comes from minting errors. These happen when something goes wrong during the production process, resulting in a coin that is unique. Or some common minting errors for the 1991 dime include double die errors. A double die error occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, creating double or overlapping images. These errors are incredibly rare and highly valuable. Off-center strikes. An off-center strike happens when the blank metal planchet isn't aligned properly, causing part of the design to be cut off. Off-center strikes make for interesting and collectible errors. Clipped planchets. A clipped planchet occurs when the coin's metal disc is cut improperly during the manufacturing process, resulting in a coin with a piece missing from the edge. These are rare and often demand a high premium. Die cracks and cuds. Sometimes the dies used to strike coins develop cracks or chips, leaving raised lines or lumps on the coin. These errors are highly collectible and can increase a coin's value. Proof coins. As mentioned earlier, proof coins minted at the San Francisco Mint are highly desirable. These coins are specially made for collectors and are often more detailed and visually striking than regular circulation coins. If you have a 1991 proof dime in perfect condition, it could be worth much more than a typical dime from that year. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for: how much is a 1991 dime really worth? Standard circulated 1991 dimes. If your 1991 dime has been in circulation and shows signs of wear, it's generally only worth 10 cents, just face value. Uncirculated 1991 dimes. A well-preserved, uncirculated 1991 dime can be worth anywhere from $2 to $10, depending on its condition and whether it's been graded. Minting error coins. If you happen to have a 1991 dime with a minting error, such as a double die, off-center strike, or clipped planchet, the value can be significantly higher. Depending on the error and its severity, these coins can be worth anywhere from $50 to $200 or more. Proof 1991 dimes. If your 1991 dime is a proof coin with the S mint mark, it could be worth $20 to $50 depending on its condition and whether it has been well preserved. High grade and rare errors. And now for the most exciting part. If you have a high-grade 1991 dime with a rare minting error or a perfect proof coin, you could be holding onto a coin worth an astonishing $50,000. Yes, that's right. A single 1991 dime could be worth $50,000 if you have the right error or it's in perfect condition. It's incredible to think that something as small as a dime could carry such immense value. So, if you happen to have any 1991 dimes in your collection, or if you find one in your spare change, make sure to give it a closer look. You might just have a rare and valuable coin on your hands. Today, we've got something that might surprise you: the 2003 US dime. Now, you might be thinking, a dime? How valuable can it be? But let me tell you, the 2003 dime could be worth far more than you ever imagined. While it may seem like just another ordinary coin from the early 2000s, certain 2003 dimes have been known to fetch staggering amounts in the market. So, if you have one of these dimes in your collection, or if you find one in your change, you could be sitting on a valuable treasure. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the history, the design, and the factors that can make the 2003 dime incredibly valuable. And at the end, we'll reveal just how much the 2003 US dime could be worth if you have the right one. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for that, so, grab a seat, make sure you're subscribed, and let's jump into the exciting world of the 2003 US dime. Before we talk about its value, let's take a step back in time and understand the context of the 2003 dime. The early 2000s were a period of economic growth in the US, with the country still recovering from the dot-com bubble burst and 9/11 attacks. By 2003, the country was beginning to stabilize, and the economy was on a positive trajectory once again. This was also a time when the US Mint continued to produce coins with the same classic designs, and the 2003 dime was no exception. While it wasn't minted during a particularly historic year, the coin's design and condition make it valuable to collectors, but the real mystery comes in when we consider what could make a seemingly normal 2003 dime suddenly worth far more than face value. The 2003 dime carries the classic design that has graced US dimes since 1946. Let's take a closer look at its design, which has remained iconic for decades. Obverse, front side. On the front of the coin, you'll see the image of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt's image, created by John R. Sinek, has been on the dime since 1946, just after his death. This portrait captures Roosevelt's likeness with dignity and strength, qualities that defined his presidency during the Great Depression and World War II. Reverse, back side. The back of the coin features the familiar design of a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. These symbols represent liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. The design emphasizes the core values of the US and has remained largely unchanged since 1946. Even though the design itself hasn't changed much, the 2003 dime still holds certain features that can affect its value, especially when it comes to things like mint marks, condition, and minting errors. One of the most important factors that determine the value of any coin is its mint mark. The 2003 dime was struck at several US mint facilities, and the mint mark tells us where it was produced. Here are the most common mint marks for the 2003 dime. Philadelphia Mint. No mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint produced dimes without a mint mark, and these are often the most common. If you find a 2003 dime from Philadelphia, it's likely just a standard dime unless it's in excellent condition or has a minting error. Denver Mint. D mint mark. The Denver Mint produced dimes with a D mint mark, located just below the torch on the reverse. Dimes from Denver are also relatively common, but there are still some rare high-grade versions or error coins from this mint that can command a premium. San Francisco Mint. S mint mark. The San Francisco Mint produced special proof coins with the S mint mark. These coins are struck with a higher level of detail and finish, often intended for collectors rather than general circulation. Proof coins tend to be more valuable than regular circulation coins, especially when they're in pristine condition. The mint mark provides a clue as to where the coin was produced, but it's not the only factor that determines a coin's value. The condition of the coin and any minting errors it might have can significantly increase its worth. So, what exactly makes the 2003 dime more valuable than just 10 cents? Well, there are a few key factors that can significantly increase the value of this coin. Condition. The condition of the coin is paramount in determining its value. A circulated coin, which shows signs of wear and tear, is generally only worth its face value, or maybe just a little more. But a well-preserved, uncirculated 2003 dime is worth much more. Coins that are graded as MS-65 or higher, mint state, can command a much higher price, sometimes hundreds of dollars, depending on the coin's exact grade and quality. Minting errors. Minting errors are one of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting because they can turn an ordinary coin into a highly valuable one. For the 2003 dime, some common minting errors include double die errors. A double die error happens when the coin is struck twice by the die, causing the image to appear doubled. This could be in the lettering or other parts of the design. Double die errors can be very valuable to collectors because they're relatively rare. Off-center strikes. An off-center strike occurs when the coin's blank planchet isn't properly aligned in the press. This results in a coin where part of the design is missing, making it a unique and collectible error. Clipped planchets. A clipped planchet happens when the coin's metal disc is accidentally clipped or miscut before being struck. This results in a coin with an incomplete edge, which can make it more valuable. Die cracks and cuds. Die cracks occur when the dies used to strike the coin begin to wear out or crack, leaving visible lines or raised lumps on the coin's surface. These types of errors are especially valued by collectors because they are unique and can be quite rare. Proof coins. If you happen to have a 2003 proof dime, it is likely to be worth more than a regular circulation coin. Proof coins are specially made for collectors and are usually struck multiple times to create sharp, detailed images. These coins are also polished to create a mirror-like finish, making them more visually appealing and more valuable. Now, the question on everyone's mind: how much is the 2003 dime actually worth? Circulated 2003 dimes. If your 2003 dime has been used in everyday transactions and shows signs of wear, it's worth just 10 cents. Face value: uncirculated 2003 dimes. A well-preserved, uncirculated 2003 dime in mint condition can fetch anywhere from $2 to $10. But if it's graded as MS-65 or higher, it could be worth much more. Minting error coins. If your 2003 dime has a minting error, such as a double die error or off-center strike, it could be worth anywhere from $50 to $500 or more, depending on the severity and rarity of the error. Proof 2003 dimes. If you have a proof 2003 dime from the San Francisco Mint, it could be worth between $20 and $50 depending on its condition and whether it has been well kept. Rare, high-grade or unique errors. But here's the best part: if you have a high-grade 2003 dime with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a coin worth as much as $50,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. A 2003 dime could be worth $50,000 if it's in perfect condition or has a rare minting error. It's incredible to think that a coin as small as a dime could be worth so much. Today, because we're diving deep into the world of the 2013 US dime, now, you might be thinking, a 2013 dime? That's too new to be worth anything, right? But you'd be shocked to know that some 2013 dimes are fetching incredible prices, far more than their simple face value of 10 cents. So, if you've got one of these coins stashed away in your collection, or if you find one in your change, it could be worth a small fortune. Stick with me until the end, where I'll reveal the shocking value of a 2013 dime that could be worth a whopping sum. Are you ready to discover why a 2013 dime might be worth a lot more than you think? Grab your magnifying glass, hit that subscribe button, and let's explore how this seemingly ordinary coin could be hiding a treasure trove of value. Before we dive into how the 2013 dime can be worth thousands of dollars, let's take a quick look at the historical context. By 2013, the US was recovering from the 2008 financial crisis, and the economy was slowly picking up steam. In the world of coins, the 2013 dime was minted as part of the regular production of US currency, a modern coin that most people wouldn't think twice about. After all, it was made for everyday use and was circulating alongside the other coins of the time. However, just like with any coin, there are specific factors that can make certain years and mint marks worth much more than their face value. And the 2013 dime is no exception. The design of the 2013 dime is nothing new, as it carries the same design that has been used on US dimes since 1946. But even with this iconic design, there are still details that can affect the coin's value. Let's break down the design. Obverse, front side. On the front of the coin, you'll see the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. This image has been on the dime since 1946, created by John R. Sinek. Roosevelt's image is a symbol of strength, determination, and the resilience he showed during the Great Depression and World War II. Reverse, back side. The reverse of the dime features a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. These symbols represent liberty, peace, and strength, ideals that have been central to the United States since its founding. The design is simple yet powerful, capturing the essence of the American spirit. Despite the classic and timeless design, there are key factors that make certain 2013 dimes more valuable than others. The value of the 2013 dime is not just about the design, but also about the mint mark and where it was produced. The U.S. Mint operates several different mints across the country, and depending on where the coin was minted, its value can vary. For the 2013 dime, there were several mint marks to look out for. Philadelphia Mint. No mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint produced a large number of 2013 dimes without a mint mark. These coins are the most common, and unless they're in exceptionally good condition, they're typically worth only their face value, or slightly more if they're uncirculated. Denver Mint. D mint mark. The Denver Mint produced the dimes with a D mint mark, located just below the torch on the reverse. Deminted dimes from 2013 are still fairly common, but high-quality examples or minting errors from the Denver Mint can make a big difference in their value. San Francisco Mint. S mint mark. The San Francisco Mint produced special proof coins for collectors. These proof coins have a mirror-like finish, are struck multiple times for precision, and are often sold in sets. A 2013 proof dime with the S mint mark can be worth much more than a regular dime because of its quality and appeal to collectors. Each of these mint marks tells us where the coin was produced, but it's not just the mint mark that can make the 2013 dime valuable. The condition and error coins are what can take the value of this dime to the next level. So, what is it that makes the 2013 dime so valuable? Let's break it down. Condition matters. As with any coin, the condition of the dime is one of the most important factors when it comes to value. A well-preserved, uncirculated dime can be worth significantly more than a worn-out, circulated one. Coins that are in mint condition are especially prized by collectors. If your 2013 dime has been kept in pristine condition, it's likely worth more than the 10-cent face value. If it's graded as MS 65 or higher, mint state, it could fetch several $100s. Coins graded MS 67 or higher are even more valuable, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for those in perfect condition. Minting errors. The real goldmine for collectors is when a coin has a minting error. Minting errors are mistakes made during the coin production process, and they can make a coin incredibly rare and valuable. Some common minting errors for the 2013 dime include double die error. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, resulting in a double image. If you find a double die error on a 2013 dime, you could be looking at a coin that is worth much more than its face value. Double die errors are highly collectible and can sometimes fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on the severity of the error. Off-center strike. An off-center strike happens when the metal planchet, the blank coin, isn't properly aligned in the press, causing part of the coin's design to be cut off or missing. Off-center dimes are quite rare, and those with significant errors are highly prized by collectors. Clipped planchet. A clipped planchet happens when the metal blank is improperly cut, resulting in a missing section on the edge of the coin. This type of error makes the coin unique and could potentially increase its value significantly. Die cracks. As the dies used to strike coins wear out, cracks can form. These cracks often show up as raised lines or bumps on the surface of the coin, and die crack errors are highly valued by collectors looking for unique, one-of-a-kind pieces. Proof coins. If you have a proof 2013 dime produced at the San Francisco Mint, you could be in luck. Proof coins are specially struck with higher quality finishes, making them much more valuable than regular circulation coins. If the proof 2013 dime is in top-tier condition, it could be worth hundreds of dollars. Alright, here's the big question. How much is a 2013 dime worth? Circulated 2013 dimes. If your 2013 dime has been in circulation, showing wear and tear, it's likely worth just its face value of 10 cents. But if it's in uncommon or exceptional condition, you might be able to sell it for a bit more, up to $5 or $10. Uncirculated 2013 dimes. If you have a 2013 dime that's been carefully stored and has never been used in circulation, it could be worth $10 to $50, depending on its condition and whether it's been graded by a professional service. Minting errors. If your 2013 dime has a minting error like a double die error or off-center strike, it could be worth $100 to $500, or even more, depending. On the rarity and severity of the error, proof coins. A proof 2013 dime could be worth $50 to $100 or more if it's in pristine condition, rare high-grade or error coins. But here's the jaw-dropping part: if you happen to have a 2013 dime in perfect condition with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a coin worth up to $60,000. Yes, you heard that right. A 2013 dime with a rare minting error or in perfect, uncirculated condition could be worth $60,000. It's amazing how a simple dime, something most of us overlook, can hold such incredible value. So, if you have any 2013 dimes lying around, make sure to check their condition and look for any signs of minting errors. You never know, your next big find could be hiding in your pocket right now. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another exciting discovery. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.